you anything to become an ambassador with us for this particular campaign, the Now We Know campaign. Okay. And individuals can go to nowweknow.net and get that information, because all of the men sitting in this room and all of the men that's leading this company, believe it or not, before we saw a business opportunity, when we saw this particular concept, we first saw our women in our lives that we loved, our wives, our daughters. That's what we saw immediately. Yes. So the passion for what we're doing is being driven out of the fact that we love our women. And we want to be on the front line. And we get this a lot, too. A lot of women are asking, they say to us, hey, well, why aren't there more women in the forefront? Well, we're not stopping women from being in the forefront. But here's what we need the women to know. We're not going to wait on y'all neither. We're going to push forward. So we're going to remain on the front line, and you guys are going to have to catch up to us. We're not going to stand back and hope and pray that a woman comes along and get on the front line with us and for us. We're going to keep moving in the process, and we're excited about where we currently are right now in terms of the awareness campaign and the current momentum that we're possessing. We're very excited.
Now, Damon, and when you say women are on the front line, are you saying we're not out speaking about what's going on, or we're not knowledgeable of the fact, or we're not talking about it? Share with me.
No, what we're saying is we have a lot of women that are out there speaking about it on the front line. What we're saying is we're getting pushback as men from some women out there.
Okay.
That's saying there should be more women, or basically women should be leading. We're not stopping anyone from leading. We're saying to any woman out there, hey, listen, we welcome you with open arms. Come lock arms with us. We'll support you in your market. Give us a reason to come say yes to you. Give us a reason to get behind you. But I think sometimes women want us to slow down and just hope and pray that a woman will get the same passion that we have. Not saying that there are not women that are not, but you have to realize you have some men that are involved with this that are very passionate about the women in our lives that we love, because we're providers and protectors.
And that's what we need, and that's what we want. So if you're hearing anything different, don't think, I don't know what they mean by that, but what we want is our men to stand up and say, we need to protect our women every which way we possibly can. Do you agree, Damon?
Absolutely. And the whole Now We Know campaign, it originally started off by just saying, now we as men know. We're not, this is new territory for us. We were oblivious to any challenges physically that you guys were having from the sanitary napkins. We thought all of your challenges just came from just having
the cycle.
The cycle, exactly.
So y'all was just tripping.
Exactly. so it actually went from now we know as men who are fathers and husbands and protectors, like Mr. Crump said, to now we're finding out the world doesn't know.
Wow.
And so you have women who have not been educating their daughters to prepare them for that time.
I have 3 daughters and didn't know.
Wow.
So look, now I know.
Wow.
But they're adults now, and they have daughters. So I'm a grandmother of daughters. And so now in the future, my granddaughter and my daughters can know now.
That's right.
And actually be healthy, safe, and protected.
And educated.
And educated.
Because we just found out it took the government 17 years to put the warning label on tampons, letting you guys know the possibilities of toxic shock syndrome.
Literally.
Do you know how many women and children have died or been extremely hospitalized, bedridden, because they did not put this information out there? It's no different from the talcum powder.
That's right.
That we've been using on our babies who are helpless, can't fend for themselves. There's so many things out there that we don't know. And so we really pride ourselves in not just educating men, but educating women and children as well.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you guys too. You can say whatever you like. I just want to do this.
I really want to address the issue, because I was pondering on something earlier when we talk about men leading the field.
Okay.
Honestly, America has to be one of the only countries that doesn't push men in the forefront of a lot of things, because as we was talking earlier, men has literally dominated the doctor field. So if you want to address an issue when it comes to medical, anything like that, it's a man that led the field. And that takes nothing away from our women, because we love our women. So women, we have to understand, in any holy book, the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, you think about it, the men have protected and maintained our women
That's good.
from the beginning.
Yes.
Adam and Eve.
All right.
So it's a beautiful thing. So let's embrace. Let's not get caught up in society where it's taking the men, especially African American men, away from being leaders and protectors.
Wow.
Wow. That's good.
That is good. You need, you need a
Round of
little
applause.
applause
Come
for
on
that.
now.
I'm coming.
Getting slow on the trigger now.
Yes, it's well deserving. Well
Thank you.
deserving.
Thank
Well
you.
deserving. And again, like I said, when I did see the commercial, of course, or the infomercial or commercial, how we want to put it, the information on the television on Comcast 91, TV 33, it sat me down.
Wow.
You know, because I could walk past commercials all day. And then I seen two men, Malachi. Shouts out to Health.
Shout out to my man Malachi.
That's right, that's right.
Absolutely.
Malachi.
And I saw the champ, and they were doing demonstrations. I said, "What's going on here? Let me have a seat on the couch, take a look and see."
Wow.
And like I said, when you broke it down and you ripped it apart, and you said, "Look at this. This is plastic. This is in our women. This is going to our children.
Absolutely.
You know, our females. We are the mothers of the earth. And don't try to kill us off."
Wow.
Because we help make population grow. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed.
So
And
let's
speaking
talk
of population,
Go right ahead.
when you talk about some of the harmful side effects of tampons and sanitary napkins, we also found out along this mission that right now, hysterectomies are the #1 performed
Yes.
surgery in the United States of America.
Wow.
Over 600,000 a year, and 70% of those hysterectomies are performed on African American women.
Wow.
70%. And so we also found out, along with the hysterectomies, a lot of the challenges that a lot of women have been having. And we don't make any claims, but we know that a lot of the tampons and sanitary napkins have also caused some miscarriages in some women.
Absolutely.
And
Are you serious?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because of the toxins and the poisoning, there's trace amounts that get into the blood system and the stream. You talking about a young lady from the age, and nowadays with all the GMOs in the food, from 9.5 years old up to 50 years old, who have to use this product every single month, every year of her life, and she doesn't even know that there's another option out there for her.
I
By the
didn't.
time she finds out, it's too late.
I didn't know there was a warning label that was put on the box.
Because they had to fight for 17 years. That's why. Because 17 years, it wasn't on it.
Right.
They fought because they understand none of this stuff is new. Like you mentioned the talcum powder. They knew the effects of talcum powder with our babies.
from day one.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
Guess what? They smack them on their hand, give them a little fine, and guess what? The talcum powder is still in Piggly Wiggly's, Walmart right now today.
You know,
Everywhere.
what's one of the most amazing things I heard, and actually came from a pastor, Dr. Jamal Bryant. He said, 40, 50 years ago, he says you never even heard of fibroids. He said
Fibroid.
Dick Gregory talked about that. There was no fibroids.
Shout
There
out
was
to
an-
Dick Gregory.
Yes, rest in
Absolutely.
peace.
We lost
Rest
a
in
great
peace,
one.
Dick
yes.
Gregory.
But
Exactly.
you didn't hear about fibroids and all these different things because tampons, things like that wasn't in usage in a high fashion that they are today.
Right.
And now with all of those type of issues, one of the things that we're doing, we're just shedding light. And that's why the campaign is so powerful because, unlike most campaigns out there, they always edify and put a spotlight on the problem, but very few bring a solution.
Right.
I heard
See,
that.
with this Now We Know campaign, here's what we're saying. Ladies, men, look at the problem, but guess what? Cherish, here's your solution.
Hello.
See,
Cherish.
that's where
Premium
it's
sanitary
unique.
napkin.
And what applause? All right, come on now.
Come on, come on, step the applause up,
They
baby.
gonna tell me when they get applause.
Taking over the studio.
Take it over, Stu. Now we know,
Yeah,
baby.
we can't be normal. We can't just sit down in the audience.
Oh, no,
we
no.
home now. We home now, y'all.
That's right. No normal.
I really
no
want to
normal.
piggyback off of Mr. Crump said because my
Please.
grandmother told me something, but I didn't understand until I became an adult. She said when that was that time of the month, she said, I'm on my rag.
Wow.
Yep.
This is why.
ragging.
Exactly. She was on her rag. And notice it was just 100% cotton around her private parts.
Yeah.
That's why they never heard of fibroids, ovarian cancer, cervical cancer, because they was literally using something that wasn't toxic.
Wow.
Dig that, which was the rag itself, huh?
Exactly.
Until they came along and made all these things that's supposed to help.
They call us the
women.
microwave babies. You know what they say? We want it right now, plug it up. We don't want to see it, nothing. And guess what? Average person not worried about what happens 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Now when you go to a hospital, say, "Oh, we don't know what's wrong with you. You need a hysterectomy." That's the solution.
Wow.
To take out your reproductive system.
That's one thing I can say. These days, doctors are telling, and I've heard it, women, we don't know.
Exactly.
And where do they do that? Where a doctor tell you they don't know what's going on?
You know,
I think that's honest because my wife is a physician.
Okay.
And she's a pediatrician, and a lot of these young girls will come in with discharges, odors, etc. Some of the parents might think they're sexually active, and at the end of the day,
they weren't.
They were not. And you give them a prescription to say diflucan or something, and they take it, it calms it down, and then here it is. 2-3 months later, every quarter it seems like there's some type of medication that this young girl or woman has to take. So in the words of Demond Crump, they're fighting a losing battle.
Absolutely.
That
In
they
the
don't
words
know
of
about.
Demond Crump. Say it again.
They are fighting a losing battle.
And we want to win.
That's correct.
We want a win-win situation.
we had a campaign to do so.
And
now we know.
And tell everybody where we are and what we're doing today. Tonight.
We are literally at WHPR TV 33, ladies and gentlemen, at 160 Victor Street. Come out 7:30. We got the legendary R.J. Watkins going to host for the Now We Know campaign. We in the D, baby. What up, though?
And make sure you let them know, for those that's coming out, for those that's coming out on tonight, look your best, because guess what? The camera's going to be rolling. This is
That's
going to be
right.
recorded.
Nice
So if your hair not done, you better get it together.
Oh, they in the D. Hold on. That's a disrespect to
Hey,
the D,
look in
baby.
that mirror before you step out on today.
Look, we live now.
Look, they said we live now.
We live now. Everything we do here at this station is live. We live now.
You
We
see
live
RJ?
now.
You see
So
RJ
be on your live
Watkins?
game.
Look, I see RJ Watkins' shoes. I said he ready. We in the D, baby.
And on another note, guys, I would
Yes.
be remiss if I did not recognize a very good friend of mine from Detroit by the name of Michelle MacArthur. I was actually reintroduced to the city of Detroit in 2009 by way of Michelle MacArthur, who actually died of breast cancer. This was May 21st, 2014. And it feels surreal being in the city without her being here, because not only was she a really good friend, she was my top producer in a couple of companies. And so we don't know if, the cancer that she was diagnosed with came from the use of tampons or sanitary napkins. And
My
so,
God.
with Breast Cancer Awareness Month coming up, to Miss Carol, Michelle's mom, we love you. We appreciate the contribution your daughter made to society. She was a phenomenal woman. And on behalf of Michelle MacArthur, we are going to flood the city of Detroit
right.
with the Now We Know campaign.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to run this applause for real.
That's right.
And this one, I'm gonna tell you how good they feel about this. I'm just telling you how good they feel about it, and we do applaud her. And I'm being a woman. We don't know where, like you said, toxins and things come from, or how cancer can get to us, cervical cancer and things of that nature.
Right.
And I want to thank you guys for educating us and doing your research. Evidently you did your research. To my understanding, you said this is a campaign. We got lots of people in the building. How can I get involved? How can we get involved? How can we step and be part of the winning team? How can we now know?
I'm glad you asked that question. So the first way is to be educated. Go to nowweknow.net. That's NOWWENO.net. And you're going to see a 5-minute video at the bottom of that page that's going to show you a demonstration, but throughout the page it's going to educate you on a lot of things that you did not know about the harmful side effects of sanitary napkins. Beyond that, we have independent distributors all over the United States of America, soon to be global, that you can find and reach out to. You can find these individuals on social media.
Okay.
You can find them pretty much everywhere as the campaign is starting to spread. And so we are out there. You can also go on Nspirenetwork.com.
And now that's the letter N.
Yes,
right.
that's NSPIRE network.com. nspirenetwork.com to get more information. And guys, we're also on a Midwest tour right now. If you go on Inspire Network official fan page, you can find our tour dates and cities. We will be in Dayton, Ohio tomorrow. We will be in Chicago on Wednesday. And my hometown, your very first cousin, Detroit, St. Louis, Missouri, okay, Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. as well.
So you guys are moving.
Yes, ma'am.
You keeping it moving. Tomorrow you're going, Wednesday you're moving. Just keep it. So from here it moves on further and all over the world, right?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
right.
I want to get the people at D a direct contact.
Please.
Y'all can literally contact the studio here at TV 33 WHPR and contact Mr. R.J. Watkins because he have Lock Arms with the Now You Know campaign.
That's right.
And Mr. R.J. Watkins is literally a distributor. He has vowed to literally educate the town of the D.
Hey.
You're talking about the Detroit, the Chocolate City, baby. You know what I mean? But honestly, you can contact the station and literally Mr. Watkins has product on hand.
All right.
And you can literally become a customer
Because
distributor.
that was my next question.
Absolutely.
But before I give that next question, I have to give Mr. Watkins a hand.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And the three of you guys.
Absolutely.
No, they're gonna just give it to us.
Take
real
it in.
good.
Bring
yeah,
it
they
in.
just gonna give it to us, you know.
Honestly, it was an honor to lock arms with such a icon as Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
You know, because he's done so much for the community, and I was just astonished when last time I was here. I mean, you know, I was just telling the co-founders right here of Inspire Network, this man has his own satellite.
That's right. You see the tower out there?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, so his own tower. Like, you think about an African American man in America that he has his own tower. So people have to. I mean, it's just so many levels to this success. I call it black excellence.
Hello.
You know what I
somebody.
mean? So to lock arms with him with this Now We Know campaign is like it's going to be global, y'all.
This is what I want you guys to do because and thank you for actually acknowledging and recognizing that Mr. Watkins does have his own tower.
Absolutely.
But what I want you guys to do is say hello to the Virgin Islands because
Ooh,
we are
right.
syndicated
right.
in the
Virgin Islands, we
Virgin
coming.
Islands, we are coming.
We coming, Virgin Islands. That's right.
We are syndicated, so they are hearing us and they're listening to you guys.
Absolutely.
And they do interact with us. If we could take a phone call, 313-868-4336. The phones are ready. If you see them lighting up over there, let me know, and we'll get some calls in. We can take calls from men, women.
That's
we
right.
If you want to know about it and you want to be about it, can we join the group?
Absolutely.
Can we join the campaign? How can we join?
I want to. One thing we was at Lou's Deli. Shout out to Lou's Deli.
Shout out to- oh, okay.
Deli.
And something like we was talking to Mr. Tony Gooden,
Okay.
and this is my man. He's in here right now for tonight's event. He was born deformed,
Okay.
and he was born with one finger on each hand. He said, "You know my why?" He said, "Because my mother has been using sanitary napkins all her life, and I wonder, did my birth defect come from the toxin that my mother was exposed to? Because his mother had all these problems." And it blew my mind because I never looked at it from that aspect. Right. And we're sitting down with Mr. Crump today, and I'm talking about, it literally blew my mind. I said, there's so many levels to this, man.
That's correct.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm very excited about, and we were in Philadelphia.
Okay.
When this first came to me, and I said, wow, the Now We Know campaign is awesome because we're educating about the harmful side effects of tampons and sanitary napkins. But I'm excited for the Now We Know campaign to grow, to start educating our men, women, and children on a lot of other, products that we're using on the shelves, a lot of the soaps and deodorants and lotions
I
and
know.
products that are out there, that is causing so many challenges that we don't know about until it's too late.
Right.
And so, Mr. DeMar Crump, my business partner, he's one of the most proactive individuals that I know. And so we're going to start being proactive. Even before we even have an alternative solution, we're going to start putting out some awareness alongside of the sanitary napkins and tampons in terms of how we can just live better in everything that we do and consume in terms of these products.
Did
on
you
these
guys
shelves.
bring a pie?
Did we?
Did you bring something in the studio?
We
No,
brought
not
more
this-
than T-shirts.
I mean,
Oh, not in the
here.
studio right now. Right outside the studio. I can run and get it. Don't get it.
Wow.
Well, we'll go to commercial break in a minute
Okay,
or so and give
absolutely.
you everybody
You
a
know, the
chance to
champ ready.
breathe, maybe get some
Yes.
water or something. Come on,
But
right
I wanted
back.
to answer your question because a lot of
Please.
people might not really understand what's happening right
Exactly.
now. Okay. There's two facets of what we're doing with the Now We Know campaign. Okay. First facet is awareness and education.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second facet is opportunity.
That's
When
what I
has
want.
there ever been an opportunity for everyday average people, under average and above average, to participate in a soon-to-be trillion-dollar industry?
$1 trillion.
I do not know. And when you look at, the millennials right now who are about to make up the majority of the population, they're some of the most health conscious, innovative researchers, that you can think of. And when they go online and they find out, you don't have to tell them twice. And so we're going to have, millennials from the age of 18 years old up to baby boomers in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who will be able to financially benefit from this product. And so in the words of Mr. Demond Crump, I don't know of a more residual product in the world than water and toilet paper. So for those of you who are looking to get out here and not just build a business,
Right.
but to build a business that's going to pay you over and over and over again,
That's right.
which is called residual, guys, we believe we have a phenomenal solution for you great entrepreneurs out there as well.
Let me, and I support entrepreneurs, great entrepreneurs. So I got to give the love
That's right.
Okay.
because so we have an opportunity to start or invest. Is that
Absolutely.
correct?
That's
Yes.
right.
And we can invest right here at TV 33. Get in
That's
touch with
right.
Mr. Watkins.
Absolutely.
All of us
Yes.
that's here in this area,
Absolutely.
all around the world.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
And one small caveat I want to add, because I will be remiss not to acknowledge our other two partners.
Okay.
Mr. Spencer Iverson, our CEO, Mr.
Yes.
Joel Medina, our
Shout out.
COO.
Yes.
They are
Salute.
up for a Rice Award.
Yes.
So
yes. Can
you
we
can
get
go to
some
Rice
applause on that
Award.
first?
Yeah, go to riceaward.com so you can vote. These guys already, our company, just literally maybe 92, 93 days old because of the impact of what the campaign is already making. They are up for a big time community award in Atlanta, and you can vote. They're in the health and wellness category. So if you go to Rice Awards, riceawards.com, click on the vote tab in the health and wellness category. That's where our CEO and our chief operating officer, Mr. Joel Medina, are up for an award already.
Demond, is that RICE award
Yes.
or RIGHT?
No, rice.
Rice?
Like red beans and rice. I'm
Yeah.
from New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I like that.
That's right. Rice, riceawards.com. Do a THE, riceawards.com, and click on the health and wellness tab and click on vote for your NSPIRE CEO and COO, Mr. Joel Medina.
That's right.
Can we get some applause for that? Because that is
Of course.
major.
That's amazing.
You know what? I'm
You know
gonna
we run the
just keep that
studio.
up.
That's what we do. Now we know we run the studio, baby. I mean, honestly,
I'm gonna give it to you good.
there you go. Ooh,
That's a
right.
standing ovation. That's a standing ovation.
That's right. That's right. You got plenty of applause. Y'all got plenty of applause coming. Please believe it. Not just the ones here on the board, but the ones as I see the room is filling up really well over there.
Yes, yes.
And
In the rain.
We in the
in
deep,
the
in the rain,
yes,
a storm.
yes. But you know what, people, we come out.
That's right.
When it's important, when it's about our health, our life, our death,
Absolutely.
we come out. And right now it's about our women. And I'm one of them, and I'm glad of it. And I'm
See
thankful.
you rocking that shirt.
I'm loving this shirt. I'm trying to put my camera down because I'm almost about to cut my head off because I want everybody to see what's going on.
Hey, can
you
Mr.
know?
Demond Cohen, will you tell her how historic that shirt is that she have on?
Wow.
Please.
That shirt is very historic. What you see, ladies and gentlemen, is our Now We Know. And if you don't mind turning around just a little bit, letting them see, let the camera.
Can they see me?
Yes.
See?
There you go, right there.
That is perfect. On the back, you can see the right to fight. And so not only do we have an awareness campaign for our women, we also have one for our men because prostate. That's out of Atlanta, Georgia. We
Yes.
had our very first 5K walk run at Grant Park in Atlanta, Georgia,
Yes.
guys, just this June. And we had almost 1,000 people in attendance for our very first event. It was very historical, but that's just the first one.
That's
We're
right.
going to take the Right to Fight campaign, walk, run, all across the country and even across the world.
Yes.
And so that is our very first inaugural Now We Know walk run shirt
And
that
you
you
got one
asked
on.
for and you
I
received.
And
did
you
ask
got
for
it. That's right.
And
You
that's
stunting, girl.
That's a souvenir shirt there.
That's right.
Never to be dated, never to be given again. None of the other shirts that will produce for any other
Look,
city. It won't have the city on there. It won't have any of that. It would just be a shirt moving forward. But that is our inaugural shirt, and they are hot commodities.
I love
Actually, we only have a few left in the D tonight. So once they're gone, that's it. We literally, I think we're down to probably 50 shirts total that's left. And once we sell them out, they'll never be seen again. The very first inaugural shirts that we have right there, because all the rest of the shirts will be the same for every city we go into.
Mr. Crump, can you talk just a little bit about the Right to Fight campaign?
Well, the Right to Fight campaign was birthed out of actual care for men's prostate health. We have products that's catered to that as well. So, fellas, we haven't forgotten you. Oh, we haven't forgotten our men. Yeah, so that's why on the front you see now, we know on the back is Right to Fight. But you know what? We realize that all of this is bigger than one genre
That's
of
right.
human being.
It's
So guess
humanity.
what? You have a right to fight against obesity. You have a right to fight against unhealthy situations. So it's a vast umbrella of things that we've been able to cover under the umbrella of Right to Fight, as well as now we know.
That's right.
And we want to just let our men know too that we prepared to go to war for y'all too, fellas.
That's
I
right.
love that, and I got to do the applause. I must.
Right.
I must, because that's what it's about, and we don't want the men to feel some type of way.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, I would like for us to end the interview on this note as we get ready for our live event.
Okay.
I want to pay homage to a gentleman in the studio today that honestly helped to relaunch the momentum with our company. You know, we got off to a very, very phenomenal start,
Yes.
but we had some IT challenges. We sold out a product in our very first day. So we
That's a
had some
blessing.
very excited, it's a blessing,
Yeah.
but we had some very excited, disgruntled distributors. Okay. And, you know, for us to be able to make the strides that we made, having these challenges is awesome. But then this gentleman shot a very unorthodox video that honestly would never have gotten company approved.
Really.
It would not. As a matter of fact, his video went viral while we were having the training in Silicon Valley on compliance in terms of what to and what not to say while we're doing our demonstrations. And so it's amazing how passion
That's right.
can go far beyond perfection.
That's right.
That's correct.
Because this gentleman spoke with passion from his heart, with the towel around his neck coming from the gym. And this was supposed to just be a demonstration for a couple of individuals. But because of his sincerity, because of his passion
Yes.
and commitment to the campaign, beyond his own wildest imagination, our wildest imagination, we got over 60 million eyeballs on this product. And so we're honored to be on tour with not only Mr. Damon Meadows, but also the company's very first true ambassador, Mr. Derek Brown, who in his first 30 days.
I got it.
Yes, come on now.
Hey, hold on. We need that camera on it. How you getting this camera, man? We need a camera
Show some
shot.
love, Mr. Derek Brown.
We need a camera shot.
Ambassador.
We
There
need a
you
camera
go.
shot of our ambassador. He's here.
Yes, sir.
He is the #1 producer in all of Inspire.
And he
Yeah.
is a man.
There
He is a man.
He's a man,
on
ladies.
The forefront. And so we're just honored for what Mr. Derek Brown has been able to do in terms of driving momentum to the company. He actually brought Mr. Damon Meadows to NSPIRE
Yes.
Network. Okay, so he's leading the forefront. But Mr. Brown, man, we would be remiss if we did not at least hear from you before we got started with our live event. Anything that you want to share from your heart, man, you got all eyeballs on you, sir.
All eyes on you.
The ambassador.
Go right ahead.
Well, thank you so much. I'm appreciative, and I want to honor Mr. R.J. Watkins
Yes.
for this facility that's been built, for this platform that's been built, that's taken everything to another level. And now we have an opportunity to get the Now We Know campaign out as well. I definitely have to honor the founders of the Now We Know campaign and Nspirenetwork. That's Mr. Spencer Iverson, the CEO, Mr. Joel Medina. They've been nominated for Rice Awards, and we have here live in the studio the Global Director of Sales, Mr. Damon Coleman, who you just heard from, Mr. Damon Crump,
Yes.
the Director of Training and Field Development. And I'm just in awe. I'm just caught up. I've got a woman in my life that I love and care about. I have daughters in my life. So when Mr. DeMond Coleman did a presentation for me at 12 midnight, it was a no-brainer. It had a moral fiber to it. So I'm caught up, wrapped up, tangled up into this mission.
That's right. That's right.
And we're going to take it global.
And papered up too, Detroit.
Yeah,
Don't let them fool
absolutely.
you. Papered up. I know Detroit.
Detroit about that money. We gonna keep it real right here, y'all.
Yes, indeed.
We gonna definitely that's right. Applause to that money, baby.
Absolutely. So we appreciate you, Mr. Derek Brown, for your
Absolutely.
efforts with the Now We Know campaign.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Shout out to
Yes.
my sponsor.
Right, thank you, and thank you for coming, Mr. Derek Brown, into the studio and not just out there, with everybody else. Thank you for attending the interview, and we are live on Facebook Live, RJ Watkins page. We are also on TV 33.3 as well as Comcast 91 and TV 33. We used to be a time it was free TV before it was the cable, but we're also on Roku, Amazon TV. We're heard in the Virgin Islands, syndicated in the Virgin. So this is
I
all
love it.
around the world.
I love it.
This is all.
We
We're on the
global,
mobile
baby.
app. We're right here. We're everywhere.
We
We're
everywhere.
worldwide, right here. And I got a pack right here.
Ah,
So the pad's real. The pad's real. We got them. They real.
got them in the building.
All
Cherish.
I did was say the
Cherish.
word,
Premium
and they
sanitary
made it happen.
napkins.
I said the word, and they made it happen.
That's right. That's what
This
we do.
is I've never touched a pack of sanitary pads that felt sealed and.
Wow.
What I'm trying to say, look, there's
That's
a
what the-
hook, there's a flap.
But check it out.
And
It
it's
got the
sealed.
expiration date on it.
Where?
Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you.
Yeah,
Look.
please show me.
Got an
I seen you on the info.
Look at that. Expiration date. You ain't gonna
gotta
see
put it
that.
in my camera.
That's right. Expiration date on
There's
there.
an expiration date on the Cherish.
Yeah, we ain't
family.
playing no games with our win. We care about our win.
I love this. Let's
Mr.
see.
Meadows, how much are the pads? Because I know everybody wants to know,
You know
how
that.
much are the pads.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the audacity with Nspirenetwork to only charge $5 for our pads.
$5.
Is that
Five.
just for the day pads? So the night pads cost more, correct?
Wait a minute.
No,
There's day
sir,
and
Mister.
night pads?
No, check it out. We have day pads, night pads, overnight pads, and panty liners.
Yeah.
Where the applause at? Where the applause at?
And Mr. Meadows,
Yes, sir.
so each variation of pad is going to cost a different price, correct?
We will not do that to our women.
No.
$5 around the board.
So the panty liners are $5.
Yes.
The pads, the overnight, and the super overnight
Yes.
are all $5.
All $5.
And
Know why?
How many come in the pack?
10 in our day pads, 8 in our night pads, 7 in our overnight pads, and 30 in our panty liners.
Help me with this. What is the 246 mm?
Talk to me.
It tells you how many pads in there, but it's 246 mm. Does that have some?
MM is, what does it stand for?
It could be the weight.
Weight.
The
Yeah.
weight.
weight
I think it's
of
the
it?
weight
Right.
of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the weight.
Because they're very light.
Yes.
Very light to be
Yes.
10
But
in
they're
here.
very absorbent.
I know we're going to show the commercial again, if that's
Absolutely.
okay. Because you guys are going
Absolutely.
to stay with me till how long?
We have to get started with the event now, so we have
At
to.
7:30?
7:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I want to thank everybody. And as I take you to each camera, can you all say something encouraging and something great about Cherish and invite our people down as you dismiss yourselves? Let's go with camera 2. That's the champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Damon Meadows. The champ is in the building, but I'm literally honored to be a part of this serious movement because not only is this life changing for myself as a man, but knowing that I'm helping so many women, not just in my family, but in the world, to lock arms with people like yourself and Mr. RJ Watkins. I'm just honored.
Well, thank you. We are honored to have you, and thank you for coming. I'm coming over to camera 3, Mr. DeMond, right there.
This is DeMond Coleman, extremely honored and proud to be a part of a mission-driven company. Our goal, guys, our vision is to impact the lives of over 1 million families over the next 12 months with our Cherish Pad products. We would love for you guys to lock arms with us. Help us, City of Detroit, or wherever you may be. Help us to get the word out so that, guys, you can also become mission-driven as well. We want to thank you guys for the time today, and I want to give a special thanks to Mr. RJ for opening up his studio and his mind and his heart to allow us to share. Thank you.
DeMond, I'd like you to get that website out one more time for me.
It's www.nowweno.net. That's nowweknow.net. All
right, Don, thank you for that. Coming over to camera 4.
Camera 4.
Come on.
Steve Jobs came with the iPad.
Say what?
Steve Jobs came with the iPad. Nspire came with the dry pad.
Woo! Applause for that one. Applause for that one, baby.
I got it. I got it.
We want you to know. We want you to know, you know, in all seriousness, you can laugh at the pads, but you can't laugh at the pain. And that's one thing we don't play with, you know, with everybody that makes a mockery of what we do, especially as men, and think it's a joke. But until it's at your doorstep, it's knocking at your front door by a woman in your life that you love or you care about, it won't be a game anymore.
That's right.
So we want you to understand it's important to do preventive measures, and we offer that with what we have. And also, once again, go to thericeawards.com. We're taking that very seriously because we want these guys to win, because our executives have been, I'm talking about working tirelessly to get this company off the ground as we've been out here in the field. And guys, we want to have them celebrated. That will be awesome for the campaign and our company as well.
Yes.
I want to thank all of you guys. I had some more questions, but I do know you have to go. I do want to, when they go to the website, they can also look into the prostate. The men can look into the prostate information also.
Right to fight.
Right for fight.
Max Life. That's right.
That's right. I'm proud of all of you guys.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
You grew. You were boys and young men at time. You're young now. I'm just saying. You were boys at time, but you grew up to be responsible men and loving and caring for your future, your present. And we thank you for that. We thank you
for having
us. And big old applause. Yes, I got to give it to you. I must.
Wow. Salute.
And people can still come down tonight. Right?
Yes.
Come on
Better
down.
hurry up.
160 Victor Street. Let's go, y'all. We in Highland Park. Let's go, baby.
All right, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and get us on to the
Thank you very much again for
commercial.
having us.
And thanks for coming.
Now we know.
And please come back. Come
Oh,
back.
absolutely. This home right here. This the
Thank
D.
you.
All right, we love you.
Thank you. Love you too, sis.
All right.
That was awesome.
If you had the information that could help save the life of someone you love and care about, would you share it? Join hosts R.J. Watkins and WHPR TV 33 for the first televised recording of the live focus group with Nspirenetwork founders Damon Coleman, Damon Crump, Derek Brown, and YouTube sensation Damon Amin Meadows. Learn how harmful toxics in sanitary products may have life-threatening side effects. Experience the cherished sanitary napkin live demonstration. Hear testimonies of how live men and women are being transformed. Learn how to earn residual income from the fastest growing minority-owned network marketing company in the industry. Make history. Get involved in the Now We Know movement. Let's end the silent suffering of women. Join us Monday, August 28th at WHPR TV 33, 160 Victor Street, Highland Park, Michigan. Registration 7 p.m.